guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm coming at you with the April 2020 reading. This one's going to be a little bit different than the other readings I've done. I've done readings, monthly readings, where I have like health, wealth, career, relationships, so on and so forth. For a little while I did readings, pick a card readings for the month, but for this one it really felt like it just needed to be in a different style, and so I just kind of like let spirit guide me in what our reading should be like. So I have 4 decks for 4 different ways of looking at April for 2020. The decks that I'm going to be using are the Shine from the Inside Oracle, which is a new deck, courtesy of one of my besties for letting me know about that one. This one is my self-care activity deck. And I just kind of keep it in this really cool little pouch. I'm also going to be using the Sacred Self-Care Rituals. As you can tell, there's a bit of a theme with these decks this month. And then I'm going to be using the Playful Heart Tarot by Kitten Chops, who I adore so much. What we're going to be doing is, with the first deck, we're going to look into, as a collective, what could we be doing for the month of April. So more of like a collective doing, a collective verb. Then we're going to be looking into, with the second deck, what can you be doing for others in the month of April? And then with the third deck, it'll be what can we do for ourselves in the month of April? And then lastly, I'm just going to pull 3 cards, and that will be source message or spirit message for us, for all of us, for the month of April. So I haven't really done a reading like that before with all those different aspects, but I was really drawn to doing that. And hey, as we're gonna get started, the sun is coming out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shuffle, and I'm gonna pull a card from, like I said, each of these decks, and then we'll be back with the reading. Okay, so I do have our cards now, now that they're all pulled, and they're magnificence. Beautiful colors, by the way, just like looking at the backings. And actually I'm going to show you what all these are in just a moment, but I just love how all the colors just seem to go together for April. Okay, so the first card, like I said, is what can we be doing as a collective? So energetically, I believe we're all linked as source energy. You know, whether we are incarnated in this dimension or a different dimension, or you know, the great beyond, we're all together. You know, the moment one person does something, that affects the collective. So what can we be doing as a whole? What can we be doing as a collective when we have look for signs and synchronicities? So here we have the clock has 11:11, we have crystals, we have butterflies, feathers, stars, dragonflies, all those things that tend to catch our attention when it's like, a little bit out of the ordinary. We're like, is that, you know, sometimes some people connect feathers with, you know, fallen feathers with angels or family members who've crossed over, the same with butterflies. Sometimes, you know, something just, you know, you might be thinking something, and then right away it's almost like you hear an answer on the radio or the television, even though you're like, wait, what? Like, you know, it just catches you. So as a collective, we really need to start paying attention to those things, and it has nothing to do with people's religion or anything like that. It's just being aware as a human being. So not looking at it as any sort of dogma or anything like that, but just being aware of your environment, and when your environment is trying to tell you something, you know, just like any other animal on this planet pays attention to the other things that are going on for their survival, and it's just part of their instinct. So if you want to call it, you know, psychic ability, you want to call it gut feeling, you want to call it instinct, call it whatever you want. But as a collective, for the month of April, I really feel like they're there as in us and all the other people connected to us by those beautiful silver threads, is to really pay attention to those signs and synchronicities in the month of April. Okay, so what can we do for others in the month of April. Fit. So you're like, well, how am I supposed to get other people fit? What I'm seeing this as is keeping yourself as strong as you possibly can. You know, everybody, of course, is at different ability levels. We all have, you know, we're at a different place, you know, physically. And we all have our physical limitations and physical expectations for ourselves. But if we can do the best that we can do for ourselves in the month of April, that's actually going to benefit everybody else. Like I said, we're all connected, you know, this whole collective thing. So in the month of April, it would really behoove you to take really good care of yourself, like really focusing on it, not having any sort of shame or, you know, getting down on yourself or anything. Like it's not about that. Just say, I am doing what I can for myself because I know what I'm doing for myself is going to be what's best for other people. So I like that one. And not just because I love to weightlift, but no, I really like it. I think that that's a really good message, you know, that when we help ourselves, we help others. All right, so what can we specifically just do for ourselves? In the month of April, we have time with friends. And so whether we're spending time with friends on the phone, through FaceTime, through Skype, through email, making videos back and forth, doing StreamYard together, driving by and dropping off little gifts on each other's doorsteps, and whatever capacity that may be, the best thing you can do for yourself is make sure that you're reaching out to friends and spending time with friends, hearing their voice, reading their emails. It's really, really going to be beneficial for your energy and your soul. So I think that that's fun. And I think that that's really cool that they're sitting in a circle, kind of like, you know, like the world coming together, that when you're with your friends, the world comes together. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so we have a final message from just a source energy in general, like giving us a message on our dimension. I was going to say a mes dimension. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. Oops, sorry, trying to get it so it's not so glary. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands. There we go. And we have You Are Free. Ooh. Okay, so let's... So I'm getting some like balance and choices with King of Wands. Oh, do you guys see this? In this depiction by Kitten Chops, the King of Wands, there's the little hospital sign. I mean, with all that's been going on right now. So I'm seeing this person here is like being a doctor or our medical community. So the King of Wands, not necessarily, I mean, it could be you personally, but I'm thinking more of looking at our medical community all around the world. They are the King of Wands. You know, they are stepping up to that king position and really bringing the talents and the know-how and what they have, and they're bringing their heart too, you know, the passion for what they do for each and every one of us at this time. And they bring it all the time, but I think they're bringing it like a notch above 100% this time. I know people are like 110% doesn't really exist. Okay, well, we're gonna say we're turning this up to 11. That's what they're doing. Okay. So I see that there is a balance that is going to be righted in April, and it has a lot to do with the efforts of our medical community. So we do know that there is a virus that has kind of spread all over the planet, and it's been devastating in many countries and to many families and many people around the world. And everybody seems affected by it, whether it's physically in their country or not. But I feel like all the efforts that our medical community has done since this whole thing began, their efforts are really going to start paying off in April. The scales and the justice card, they're starting to balance out. weighing the feather and the heart, they are going to become balanced. And I see that with the Two of Pentacles here. And then I have the You Are Free. And I feel like they're really going to bring that sense of freeing us up from a lot of fears and anxieties that we have been having for a little while now. And I think that we owe it all to our medical community. Yes, I know that there are so many other people working behind the scenes, to kind of keep the world going, like I mentioned in my live chat, that there were, we have the people working at the post office, we have people working at, the fast food restaurants and the restaurants just making like to-go orders and things like that. We have the trash collectors who still come by and, collect everybody's garbage, and the street sweepers that come by. We still have a lot of people at work to protect those who cannot leave their homes, at this time. And so no matter what they do, they're helping. And the people that are right there with the people who are most ill and need the most help are our medical community. And because of their efforts, they're going to bring that balance in April. So it may not be an absolute end to it, but I do see that the balance, it's going to start coming back into balance, coming back into more of where we start to see more of some positivity and some light, and people are like, thank goodness, we're starting to see a shift. And that is going to make a lot of people feel more free and kind of alleviating some of these burdens that we have been feeling. So, whew. All right, so those are quite the messages for April. I sure hope you enjoyed this reading. Like I said, I haven't really done a reading like this before, but just so you guys can see all the cards again, as a collective, we're going to be looking for those signs and synchronicities to help others. We're going to be taking care of our bodies in order to help others. We're also going to be connecting with friends in whatever fashion that may be, in order to help ourselves. And yay, a really positive message from source energy from our collective. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I'm wishing you guys all a very, very positive, a very healthful and joy-filled April, and no matter what part of the world you may reside. All right, so if you guys dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding, ding, ding notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. And if you want to throw a little love my way, a little tea money, think about joining the KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. I also want to thank my patrons for my lovely new sound quality with my lav mic. That's because of them. So I will catch you spiritual homies later. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.